The last videos we covered very clearly about how you can access elements of the array by using index. By using index we covered. By using index, how many elements we can access at a time? We can access only one element. We can access at a time. We can access at a time. At a time. So something like a of I. Okay. If it is the two-dimensional array, a of I j. If it is the three-dimensional array, I j k. Okay, like we covered already this style. Okay, like so if it is the one dimension, in this style you can access. If it is the two dimension, in this style you can access. If it is the three dimension, this is the style, right? Sir, in the one dimension, straightforward it is the index. But in the two dimension, this is the row index, this is the column index. Remember this one, sir. But in the three dimension, what is this ijk? Anyone can you please tell? So this I decides which two-dimensional array. Okay, this is which two-dimensional array. Next, this is row in the two-dimensional array. Row in that two-dimensional array. Column. Have you observed, right? So the first one is going to select which matrix in that are which two-dimensional array, in that which row and which column, like so. This is by using index we can access only one element at a time. Okay, by using index we can access only one element at a time. At a time. Okay, like sir, we covered, yes, these are things also. Okay, like we discussed about how you can access. This is the syntax, right? Okay, like sir, by using slice operator by using slice operator we can access multiple elements. We can access multiple elements, but should be in the order. Have you remember, right? But should be in the order, like what is the syntax for that? A of begin colon end colon step. Okay, if it is the one dimensional array, this is the syntax we require to use. Okay, like if it is the two-dimensional array, okay, this is syntax we require to use. Yes, we covered already. Here number of square brackets are only one, but here two square brackets are there, but here only one. if i consider if I consider this one, okay, three-dimensional array, okay, this is the way, this is the thing what we have to talk about this one, sir. Sir, we covered already in the last sessions how you can access one element, how you can access multiple elements, okay, for 1D 2D 3D, something like we discussed already, not required to keep any explanation about this terminology. Clear for you people, right? Yes, friends, by using index we can access only one element at a time, but by using slice operator we can access multiple elements. So but if the elements are not in order, okay, arbitrary number of elements if you want to access, or I want to select the elements based on some condition, maybe I want all the elements greater than 10, or I want all the elements less than 0, something like based on some condition, then this basic indexing and slice operators won't work. Okay, so if we want to access elements which are not in order, if we want to access multiple elements, multiple elements which are not in order, okay, these things are by default considered arbitrary elements. Have you observed, right? One is so here just observe, if we consider that, if we consider this one, sir, here I required this element, and then I required this element. Array, there is no link between this one and this one, both are independent, so slicing is not possible. So next, multiple elements we require. If we want to access multiple elements which are not in order, or if we want to select, if we want to access elements or select elements based on some condition, then we can't use basic indexing and slicing operators. Basic indexing and slicing operators. Okay, sir, for this requirement, we should go for this requirement we should go for advanced indexing concept. So, any doubt? I hope everyone in the position to understand clearly my required terminology, right? Sir, I have an array is there, ND array is there. I want to access elements of ND array. Sir, just by using index, happily you can get only one element at a time. But by using slice operator, you can get multiple elements. But make sure all these elements should be in the order. Okay, consecutive. All these elements should be in the order. But if I want to access multiple elements which are not in order, or if we want to access elements based on some condition, then we can't use basic indexing. So under slicing operators, for this requirement we should go for advanced indexing. Is the terminology clear? Any explanation is required about this? Understanding what is the need of next level concept. Already basic indexing is there, slice operator is there. We covered lot of time only these are things. Then how you can, okay, like next accessing multiple arbitrary elements. Arbitrary, okay, arbitrary elements. What is the meaning of arbitrary elements? Accessing multiple arbitrary elements. How you can do that? Okay, it is a very simple, son. What is the syntax for that? What is the syntax? What is the syntax for that, sir? Sir, here assume that it is the array. Here you have to take, sir, here either index, sir, here just we require to pass x. Assume that x. Then immediately you may ask, sir, what is this x? What is this x? X represent required indexes. X can be either end array, can be either end array or sequence like a list or tuple, sequence like a list or tuple, which represents required indexes. Don't worry, sir, which represents required indexes. Strictly speaking, the word is indices, but anyway, don't worry. So just for understanding sake, indexes multiple. So here, so x can be either end array or sequence like list or tuple. Are this end array or tuple? What it contain? What it contain? The required indexes. So which elements you want to access? Which elements you want to access? So just the indexes we have to specify by using list or tuple or by using end array. Okay, like now accessing elements of 1D array, I will explain. Then how you can access elements of 2D array, 3D array, like we will discuss, right? Don't worry at all. Accessing elements of 1D array, 1D array. Okay, like so how you can access elements of 1D array? Okay, now my question is, let me take, uh, 1 minute or no. Susri is talking. Susri is taking. You mean we can take x as a column name also? No. It is not column name. It is not column name. It is not elements. This is going to represent only index. Susri, it is always going to represent only index. Sir, what it means? What it means? Yes, that part with example. Once I covered an example, then you will get much clarity, right? Suppose I have one list is there, sir. Okay, assume that a list. I want to create an array. Okay, let me create an array first. An array first, so that you will get much clarity. A is equal to np dot array 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50 comma 70 comma 80 comma 90. I'm taking, yes, this is an nd array, correct, right? Yes, itself is an nd array, right? Yeah. Okay, like sir, now in this nd array, sir, my requirement is, observe carefully about this one. My requirement, yeah, sir, I want only this particular element 50 I require. So if you want only a particular element, normal indexing is enough, right? Yeah, normal index is enough, right? A of so and so index, that thing is enough. Sir, I want this 40, 50, 60, 70. If you want these elements, then slice operator is enough. But now my requirement is, boss, I want okay, to select 10, 10, 30, 30, and 80. Okay, this is my requirement, right? Was to access 10, okay, 10, 30, 80, 10, 30, 80. Sir, here 10, 10, okay, 30, 80, 80, like oh, arbitrary elements. Arbitrary elements. There is no order. There is no order. Okay, like so. Can you? I want to access these elements. What we have to do is, so step one. Can you please create ND array of okay with these the corresponding indexes? What is the index of 10? Yeah, anyone, can you please tell? 1 minute, 1 minute, let me take in the diagrammatic style. Yeah. Okay, sir, here you are, we are not required to worry much because we know already. Okay, like sir, what is the indexes? Let me take normally 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, even negative indexes also, no problem at all. Okay, like this is, sir, now what is the index of 10? Sir, can you please tell what is the index of 10? Index of 10 means 0, 0. Next, what is the index of 30? 30 means 2, 2. Next, what is the index of 80? 80 means 7. Okay. So 0 to 7, our requirement, right? Okay. So first to access 10, 20, 80. So create ND array. First way, create ND array, ND array with the required indexes. Okay, like so how I can create ND array with required indexes, and then by passing that array as argument, we can access required elements, we can access corresponding elements. Yeah, are you feeling comfortable? Just theoretically create ND array with required indexes. Sir, already A is there. Now let me create index array. Okay, what I'm taking, index array A is equal to np dot array of what is the required indexes. Can you please confirm? What is the required indexes, right? Required indexes are, so 10, 30, 80 means 0 to 7. 0, comma 2, comma 7. Okay, like 0, comma 2, comma 7. I created ND array, okay, with the required indexes. Okay, in the indexes, like I took, sir. Now my requirement is, so now by passing, now this is the syntax, right? Array of x. Array of x. Now what I have to take here, array A is my array of indexes. Okay, of indexes. Now the required elements by default you are going to get. 1 minute, let me cross check. First I have to create indexes array. Indexes is equal to np dot array of, okay, what is the first index? 0, comma, respond, I forgot, 0, comma 2, comma 7. 0, comma 2, comma 7. Let me create an array. Yes, an ND array is ready. Sir, is it ND array or not? Yes, ND array. Now A of indexes, let me take A of indexes. What is the answer by default you are getting? Now an array, one dimensional array of 10, 30, 80 by default you are going to get. Are you feeling comfortable? Now the required elements, required elements by default am I getting or not? Yes, this is the first way. Okay, like sir, this is the first way, sir. Now second way, I don't want ND array. I don't want ND array. So can you please create a list with required indexes and pass directly? Okay, create a list with the required indexes. Create list with the required indexes, and then by passing that list as argument, we can access corresponding elements. So what is the meaning of that? Okay, l is equal to what about its values, right? So l is equal to L is equal to what about its value? 0 comma 2 comma 7, 0 comma 2 comma 7. Okay, now a of L, yes, array of 10 20 30 are instead of that, sir, here 0 comma 2 comma 7. Yes, is it acceptable or not? Yes, it is the list only. I'm passing directly list. Is it acceptable or not? Yes, why not? Clear? Everyone in the position to understand, right? So what is the first way? What is the second way? Okay, like, yeah. So now, is it possible to access arbitrary number of arbitrary elements or not? The elements which are not in order, any random elements you can select, multiple elements also we can select. This type of thing is by default considered as how you can use okay, so advanced indexing. Okay, like, are you facing any difficulty to understand? Yeah, is it applicable for list? Arun, what your doubt? For the normal list, is it applicable or not? That's your doubt. Correct? Is this story is applicable for the normal list or not? Okay, 1 minute. L is already there. L is already there. L of okay. 1 0 comma 1 I'm taking. Assume that if it is applicable for the list, then if this approach is applicable for the normal list, then I want to select the elements which are locating at 0 and 1 index. 0 and 1 index inside L means 0 comma 2 I have to get. Yes, have you observed, right? Error. List indices must be integers or slices, not the list. This approach is applicable for ND array but not for list. Arun, getting the point? Okay, it is ND array having such type of facility. Okay, not the list. So to access, okay, 10 30 80. Okay, like, so now you can write now you can access any elements, right? Any explanation is required about this terminology? Can you please confirm? Now from this array, any elements you can access. Sir, I want only this element, I want only this element, I want this element, and I want this element. Okay, like, yeah, no problem. Or I want this element also. No sequence, 10 50 70 90, like, you can access. Next, sir, even we can access, same element multiple times also. Even we can access same element multiple times also. What is the what it means, sir? Very simple, very simple, sir. Here 0 to 7, a of okay, list of 0 comma 2 comma 7 comma 1, next 0 comma 0 comma 2 comma 2 comma 7 comma 7. Okay, like I'm taking, yeah. Can you please observe that? Sir, here 0 to 7, 0 to 7 means which elements are there at 0? 10 30 and then 80. Okay, next 0 0 10 10. Next 2 2 means 30 30. Next 70 7 7 means 70 70 or 80 80, like we are going to get. Yes, observe that. How many times 10 element we selected, sir? Multiple times. 30, how many times we selected? Multiple times. 80, how many times we selected? Multiple times. Even such type of approach is also possible. Don't worry at all. Yeah, clear, right? Create a list with required indexes, and then by passing that list as the argument, yeah, even we can access same element multiple times also. Okay, that's it. So accessing elements of 1D array, this is the approach. Any doubt? From the ND array, if you want to access single element, normal indexing. I want to access a group of elements which are in order, slicing concept. I want to access elements which are not in order, then this type of advanced indexing we require to go for. Feeling comfortable? Still having any doubt? Okay. Yeah, just wait for a minute. Asking a small doubt, observe carefully. Sir, suppose we have 100 elements in a list. We will access manually from that 100 elements by using index or any other way. So if you want to access all the elements, we will use the concept okay, we can use the concept iteration loops concept we are going to use. What is the need of based on indexing? If you want all the elements, but I want only one or two elements, then automatically index based we will go. Getting Susri? Yeah. Okay. Sir, now, sir, this is okay for one dimensional array. One dimensional array, this is okay. Okay, like yeah. Someone is asking, instead of list, we can take tuple 2. Yes. Here it can be tuple also. 1 minute. Let me show this one. Let me show this. Okay, is it just I'm trying to take sir, here, yeah, the argument which thing we are passing. Earlier we passed end array, now we are passing tuple. Earlier we passed list, now is the tuple is going to be acceptable or not? Okay, 1 minute. Yeah, too many indices, okay, for array my offer is one dimensional, but three were indexed, like 1 minute. Then why it is a tuple is not going to be acceptable? Can I take like this? Then it is treated as a tuple? No way. Okay. No way. So if I can take a list style, sorry, if I can take a list style, yes, acceptable means tuple is not going to be accepted. Clear indication. Then in our documentation, yes, here X can be either end array or list. Okay, clear, right? End array or list, which represents required indexes. Okay, that's it. Beautiful. Now the next so to access here, accessing elements of 2D array. Okay, no tuple, no set. That's why I removed only end array or list. But most of the times list we are always going to use. Next, accessing elements of 2D array. 2D array, right? So let me take a 2D array. Okay, a 2D array like L is equal to like okay. Now here just let me take 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Next sir, 50 60 70 80 80. Okay, next 90 sir, 100 110 120 120. Next, or otherwise, can I take 1, 2, 3, 4 like because in the diagrammatic representation, it will become very easy. Okay, values we are not required to worry at all. So either now here 9, 10, 11, and then 12. Next, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, like sir, this is my list. This is the list. With this list, I want to create end array. NP dot array of L. Okay, like perfect. Now here just take a bit very special care about this one. Okay, array is ready. It is a two-dimensional array. Okay. Now do you know, sir, this is the two-dimensional array what I have. Okay, sir, now in the diagrammatic style, how how it will be there, sir? What is the indexes? I hope you have some basic idea about these are things not required to talk. Okay, here can I use So can you imagine, right? Do you want me to take in the tabular form? Do you want me to take in the tabular form? Can you imagine, right? Yes. Okay. Like now here, just observe that. Okay. Now not required to take tabular form, I hope. Correct, right? You can imagine whatever the values are there. Like this is my array, two-dimensional array, right? Now in this two-dimensional array, okay, sir, I want okay, so this element 2 I required, sir. Next, or I want instead of that all diagonal elements. 1 I required, 2 I required, 6 I required, 11 I required, and then 16 I required. Have you observed, right? Okay, 11 I required, 16 I required. Okay, like these diagonal elements I required. Okay, sir, have you observed? By using normal indexing, not possible, because we can select multiple elements. By using slice operator, not possible, not possible, because by using slice operator, not possible, because the reason for that is these are not unordered elements. What I will take is, yeah, here just a diagram. Okay, like so how you can access what is the syntax, right? Yeah, it's a very simple, sir. This is a bit dangerous thing. Please take a bit very special care. A of okay, like so here row indexes you have to take. Row indexes you have to take. What these this one here, row indexes. Okay, and then comma column indexes we require to pass. Column indexes we require to pass. Okay, like row indexes comma column indexes we require to pass. Okay, now this is the syntax, right? So now observe carefully. What is my requirement here? Yes, 1 minute, let me take this one in our notes instead of this. Okay, array is ready. Now row indexes and column indexes I have to take. Now here observe, more concentration must be required for you people, right? Sir, what is the row indexes? 0 1 2 3. What is the column indexes? 0 1 2 3. Okay, like you were right. So for a one means row indexes are anyone, can you please tell what is the row indexes, right? 0, sir, all for all elements row indexes, please confirm. For all elements row indexes 0 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, 3 comma column indexes. Can you please tell column indexes, right? 0 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, order is important, friends. Compulsory order must be required. Okay, how it is going to consider? It will select elements from 0 row 0 column, first element, 1 row 1 column, next 2 row 2 column, 3 row 3 column. Okay, like yeah, clear how it is going to work out? Okay, like yeah, now observe carefully, right? Yes, let me check this one, sir. Observe, the first list contain row indexes, second list contain column indexes. So here one element, next element, next element, next element, next element, next element, next element, like okay. Now observe carefully, 1 6 11 16. Am I going to get or not? Yeah, 1 6 11 16. Am I getting or not? Perfect. Are you feeling comfortable, right? Okay, so example, if I take a of, okay, like let me take this one, sir. Now which elements will be selected? The elements present at 0 comma 0, next 1 comma 1. Okay, 1 comma n, the elements present at 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 2 comma 2, next 3 comma 3, 3 comma 3 will be selected. Okay, sir, this row, this column, this row, this column, this row, this column, this row, this column, like you should aware. Are you feeling comfortable? Can you please confirm? Yeah. Any explanation is required? Okay. Well, sir, now the next thing, what I have to take. So the required elements got. Okay. Now suppose assume that I don't want these elements, right? I don't want these elements. My required elements are, okay, assume that my required elements are, sir, here just 5 is required and then 15 is required. Observe that. First of 5 is required and then 15 is required. Only 2 elements are required. These 2 elements are not in order. Have you observed it? That's why slice is not required. Slicing is not required. So what I will take is, okay, here just observe carefully. Example 2, if I can take like this. Okay. Now my question is, anyone can you please tell, with our knowledge, anyone can you please tell a of row indexes comma column indexes like so row indexes are first required element row is 1, second required element row is 3, 1 3 1 3. Okay, like first required element column is 0, second required element column is 15. Yeah, sorry not 15, 2 2 2 2 2. Okay, like yeah, can you please confirm, are you feeling comfortable, right? Now if I can take like this, if I can take like this, which elements will be selected, right? The elements present yet please confirm the elements present yet present yet 1 0 1 0 1 2 1 0 1 2. Next 3 sorry 1 0 comma 3 comma 2, 3 comma 2 will be selected. Yeah, correct. Okay. Now, is it really going to select or not? Let me cross check. Let me cross check. Okay. Is it really going to be selected or not? Okay. Like yeah, array of 15 comma 5 comma 15. Yes. Clear. So now you can select any random elements. No problem at all. Okay. I hope this approach is enough to understand. Okay, someone is asking about 1302, what will happen? So Sri is big doubt. 1302, 1302, 1302 are indexes. 13 comma 02 are indexes. The first one is the row indexes, second one is the column indexes. So Sri, what your doubt? I didn't get. Yes, this is row indexes and this one is column indexes. Yeah, just observe that. Here, can you please read these things so that you people can understand? So 1 3 is the row indexes. So which elements you want to explain? Yeah, 1 minute friends. So there are some people who didn't get. Okay, let me explain, matter of one minute. Okay, don't worry at all. Sir, here assume that Susri, can you please select any 2 elements? Please select any 2 elements. Can you please tell any 2 elements, which elements you require? Yeah, so that you will get much clarity. I will explain. Which 2 elements can you please tell? Susri, can you select any 2 elements? 6 and 6 comma 14. 6 is available here. Sorry, 6 is available here. Okay, 6 is available here, and then 14 is available here. Okay, 14 is available here. Okay, now 2 elements you require to select. 2 elements you require to select. Observe carefully about this one. A, okay, here like the First one talks about row indexes, comma. Second one talks about column indexes. So first one is the row indexes. Second list talks about column indexes. Column indexes. Okay, like sir, are you Susri? Are you feeling comfortable about the syntax? The first one talks about row indexes of required elements. Second one talks about column indexes of required elements. Now A of row indexes. So first you required 6. 6 is related to which row? 6 is related to which row? Susri, you have to tell. 6 is related to which row? 1 index row. That's why 1 comma. Only row you have to select. Next 14 you require. 14 is related to which row? 14. I'm not talking about column, Susri. Just I'm not talking about column number. Row number only I require. 14 is related to which row? 3. Okay. So I require to select the elements present in this row indexes. Now corresponding column indexes you have to take. Which is the corresponding column index? For 6, what is the column? 1, 1, comma. For 14 also, what is the column, sir? 1 only. Column number 1 only. Okay, like so. Sri, are you getting the point? Now, which elements will be selected, sir? Sir, 1 will be selected. First 1, the element locating at 1 will be selected. Next 3 1 will be selected next. Yeah, that's it. Clear, right? So how to access elements of 2D array? Okay, like clear for you people? Yeah. Now how to access elements of 3D array randomly? One element extra, what will happen? Someone is asking about if the same number of elements are not there. Okay, what will happen? Suppose here I'm taking 1 comma 3, 1 comma 3, comma 1 only I'm taking. What will happen? Now how the behavior is going to be there? Have you observed, right? 6 comma 14 it got selected. 6 comma 14 means 1 1 6 3 1 14. Yes, have you observed? 1 1 3 1. So for both the things same element by default got selected. For both the same element by default got selected. Getting? Okay, we are not getting any error. Same thing. We are, if the column is the same, okay, it's always going to consider if the column is the same, like yeah, suppose I have 1 comma 0 comma 1 is there. What will happen? 1 1 3 0. Okay, here error. Have you observed? Indexing arrays could not be broadcast together with the shapes 2 3 something like so here broadcasting is not going to be happen with respect to 2 and 3 something like because both should have, okay, like index error something like we are getting shapes mismatch like, yeah. So that's why highly recommended, better to take all row indexes, all column indexes. So rows may be greater, no problem at all. Column will be reused. 1 minute. If I can take like this, if I can take like this, 131 131 1 3 here just only yeah, already we took this one, right? Yeah, 131 and 10. What will happen? 131 10. What will happen? 1130 something like again error. Getting right? So you have the facility here. You can take only one element only, so that this single element will be considered for all the elements. If you are taking more than one, compulsory number should be matched. Any doubt? Okay. So this is how you can access elements of 2D array. Can I go for accessing elements of 3D array or not? Can you please confirm? Yeah. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah. So up to this, whatever we covered, how you can access. Okay, arbitrary elements from 1D array, from 2D array, right? Now I want to access elements of 3D array. Okay, how we can do that? What is the option we have, right? Okay, let me make one 3D array ready. Okay, it's already there with me. It's already there with me. Okay, like this one only I want to take. Sir, can you please tell what is the dimension of this array? Please confirm what is the dimension of this array. What is the 3D? What is the shape of this array? 2, 2, 3, 4. So two-dimensional arrays are there. 3 rows are there. 4 columns are there. Okay, let me construct. Let me create this array. L is equal to two-dimensional arrays. A group of two-dimensional arrays. Okay, like which contain 3. Okay, like sir, can you please confirm? 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, like this is the first 2D array. Okay, second 2D array 13. Okay, 13, 14, 15, 16. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. Next, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, like, yeah. Please observe this 2D array. Okay. Sir, let me copy paste here, comma, comma. Yes, sir, this one also let me copy paste here. Yes, perfect. Clear, right? Yes, this is my list. Now A is equal to np dot array of L. A 3D array will be ready. Okay. Now observe A dot ndim, A dot shape. Okay. A is yeah, that's all. So a 2D 3D array is ready. Any explanation is required up to this? Yes, already known thing, right? Already known thing, right? Okay, now my requirement is how to access elements. What is the syntax, right? What is the syntax is similar to this style only. Okay, which rows, which columns, row indexes and column indexes, and you have to talk in which two-dimensional array. Okay, you require to talk in which two-dimensional array. That thing also we have to specify that. Remember this one, sir. So which two-dimensional array you require to talk. Okay, like now here just observe what is the syntax. What then? Good. Array of, okay, array of first one 2D, 2D, sir, index of 2D, index of 2D array, index of 2D array, like indexes of 2D array, indexes of 2D array, comma, second one, sir, row indexes, okay, row indexes. Next, third one, comma, third one, column indexes. Yes, like, yeah. Can you please observe a bit very carefully about this one? Indexes of 2D array. So which 2D array? 2D array index we have to specify. I, J, K, something like. Next, second one, sir, row index in the 2D array, row index and column index, right? Now here, just observe in this diagram. My requirement is observe very carefully, right? Yeah. Can you please choose any 3 elements which are not in order? Please confirm any 3 elements which are not in order. Which are not in order. Anyone, can you please choose 3 elements which are not in order? Yeah. Why you are silent? 2, 6, 11. Okay. Or 1, 13, 14, 21. Complete irregular. 13, 14. Complete irregular I'm expecting. 1, 1, 18, 18, and then 14. No. Okay. What I will do is 13, 24, 13, 24. No. Okay. Now here just observe my requirement is one I'm taking, 14 I'm taking, 24 I'm taking. Yeah, meaningful. 1, 1, okay, 1 comma 14 comma 24 I'm taking. 1, 14, 24. Can you please observe? There is no relation at all between any element. 1 is here, 1 is here. Next 14 is here. Okay, 24 is here. No link at all, no relation at all. Okay, like now, what is the way? Sir, A of okay, first row in sorry 2D indexes. So the first one is 0 because 0 indexer 2D array. 0 I value the 0 indexer 2D array. Second one 14 means 1 indexed. 24 means 1 indexed. 1 indexed. 1 comma 1. Perfect. Okay, like comma comma. Second one, sir. Row indexes. Okay. You want which element, right? 1 1. You want 1 means 0. 0 is the row index. Next you want 14 means 0 is the second index. Row index only. You want 24 means 2. 2 row indexes. Any doubt? Okay, respond. Okay. What is about column indexes? Column indexes are one column is the 0. Okay. Next uh, next 14 column is 0 1. Have you observed, right? 0 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, like 24 column index is 3 3. Okay, like yeah, beautiful, right? Have you observed? Now, which elements will be selected, right? Okay, sir, this is my required thing. Which elements will be selected, right? Sir, here example 1 minute. Is it really going to select our required elements or not? With the required elements will be selected or not? Can you please have a look once? 1, 14, 24. Is it going to be selected or not? Yes. Okay. Like now here, uh, which elements will be selected, right? Okay. The elements present yet. The elements present yet. The elements present yet. Can you please tell which elements, right? 0 comma 0 comma 0. Next, so 0 comma 0 comma 0 comma 0, sorry, no, second element is 1 comma 0 comma 1. Next third element 1 comma 2 comma 3 will be selected. Yeah, please, am I doing any mistake? Observe carefully. So first element, yes, 0 0 0, this element got selected. So in the 0 indexed 2-dimensional array, 0th row, 0th column. Next 1 indexed 2-dimensional array, 0th row, 1th column. 1 indexed 2-dimensional array, second row and the third column. Okay, like sir, now what is the output by default we are going to get if I use this one? An ND array will be created 1, 14 and 24, like clear? Are you feeling comfortable, right? Okay. Can you please select any two elements, complete irregular elements? Sir, here I want to select. I want to select somewhere here 6 or 6. I'm taking 6. I want to select, and then here 16 I'm selecting. 6 and 16. 6 and 16. Only two elements I want to select because already approach 6 and 16 I want to select. Sir, now a of okay. Sir, two-dimensional array 0 and 1. Two-dimensional array. First time 0 index two-dimensional array. Second time 1 index two-dimensional array. Here 6 means one row. One row. 6 means one row. One row. Next 16 means 0th row. 0th row. Okay. 0th row. Okay, like comma. Column of 6 means 1. Column of 16 means 3. Column index 1 comma 3. Okay, like I'm taking. Yeah. So observe which elements will be selected, sir. 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1 will be selected. The elements present at 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Next 1, 0, 3, 1, 0, 3 will be selected. Please confirm. 103, correct. 103. 6 comma 16, perfect, it's working properly. So now you can select randomly any number of elements, no problem at all. Clear? Feeling comfortable? Any difficulty? Yeah, respond. Okay, so how to access? So arbitrary elements without any accessing multiple arbitrary elements. So by accessing 1D array, accessing 2D array elements, accessing 3D array elements, like we had clear clarity. Now what I have to take care is, yes, observe carefully. What I require to take care is, sir, now my question is, I want to select elements based on the condition. Okay, based on the condition, not based on the index. So selection, condition based selection, how you can implement. Okay, how to select. Yeah, Supriya, one example with negative indexing. Yeah, why not? One example with negative indexing. Yeah, can you please select which elements you require? Yeah, please. Which elements you required? Any two elements? Can you please tell? Any two elements. So why don't you use a negative indexing also, like 16 comma 10? Where is the 16? Where is the 16? 16 is available here, and then 10 is available here. Okay, this is the 16 under 10. For 16, negative indexing is -1. Okay, -1 is the index of 2D array. Next negative indexing is -2. Okay, like so first one is -1 comma -2. Okay, like yeah, -1 comma -2. Second one, sir, second one, second. Okay, so 16, what is the negative index, row index of 16? -3, -3, -3. Okay, like next 10, right? You are asking about 16 under 10. 10 -1, 10 -1, -1, correct. Okay, next column 16, column is -1, -1, column index is -1. Okay, comma. So next 10, column index is also -3, column index -3. Yeah, that's all. Can you please confirm? Am I going to get 16, 10 or not? Yeah, am I doing any mistake? Supriya, are you getting the point? Okay, now observe that 16 comma 10, with those elements an ND array got created. Even negative indexing also, it is applicable, no problem at all. Yeah, clear, right? Up to this, not required to keep any explanation about these things, right? That's it, sir. Now, so 1D array, 2D array, 3D array, like if you want, you can extend 4D array also. I hope, I don't think you are going to get difficulty to understand. So which 2 dimension, which 3D array, which 2D array, which row and which column. Have you observed? Okay, like this is the 4D array style is also same. Next, so how to select elements based on some condition, based on some condition. Okay, like based on some condition. Okay, like so we can select array elements based on some condition also, based on some condition. we can select array elements based on some condition, some condition also. Okay, like what is the syntax for that? What is the syntax? Syntax for this is array of here I require to pass boolean array, boolean array, boolean array. Okay, sir, array of boolean array. What it will do is it will select elements of the given array. So wherever boolean array contain true, wherever boolean array contain true. But actually this is the original syntax. But I will make this syntax as the easy. Don't worry at all. Just observe. Array internally how it is going to work. That part I have to talk. That's why just array of boolean array. Yes, here once I covered an example, it will become very easy. But syntax internally really what thing is happening to cover that. So a bit difficult terminology I require to use boolean array. Sir, here just observe that. Suppose I have array is there, sir. Assume that I have an array is there. Now this boolean array, boolean array. So what I will take here is assume that I have some boolean array is there. Okay, like true is there. Next and after that false is there. Next and after that false is there. False is there. Comma true is there. Like this is my array, boolean array. Assume that, son. Suppose my original array contain 10, 20, 30, 40 is there. Just for your idea sake. But actually it is not. But internally what thing is happening? Within 2 or 3 minutes you will get much clarity. You are not required to worry. So now here where true is available, 10 place true is there. Next 40 place true is there. Then automatically it is going to return two elements 10, 40. Strictly speaking, this is the syntax. But how you can create this boolean array based on some condition, that part I'm going to take care. Don't worry, sir. Internally what thing is happening? Is it clear, right? So it will select elements where boolean array contains a true. It selects all elements where boolean array contains a true, where boolean array contains a true. Okay, like internally what thing is happening, you people should aware, right? Okay, sir, what is this one? Can you please explain with an example so that I will get much clarity? Like you people may ask very simple, sir. Very simple. I have an array is there, sir. Okay, an array. What I will take is, okay, some negative values I want to take in that array. Okay, some negative values, some positive values I want to take. Okay, let me take some elements present inside array. 10 I'm taking. Okay, minus 5 I'm taking. 20 I'm taking. Some 40 I'm taking. Minus 3 I'm taking. Minus 3 I'm trying to take. Next up minus 1 I'm taking, and then some 75 I'm trying to take. Assume that this is my array. With this let me create an array, right? Okay, how to create array? N is equal to np dot array of, okay, this one I created an array. Okay, just now my requirement is, can you please select all elements which are lesser than 0? This is my requirement. Yeah, observe that. Can you please select all elements which are less than 0? Less than 0. This is my requirement, right? First, let me create this array. Yeah, A is like array got selected. Array got selected. Okay, now array got created, right? Now here to select all elements which are less than 0, or which are negative numbers, which are less than 0, what I have to take is create a boolean array is equal to what I have to take care. So in every element of A, which condition I have to select? Can you please confirm which condition I require to select? A lesser than 0. Remember that. If I can take like this, it will create a boolean array. Sir, wherever elements, if this element lesser than 0, then automatically, so it will become true. If it is not less than 0, it will become false. Array, what is the first element? What is the first element? The first element is 10. 10 is less than 0. No, that's why first element is false in the Boolean array. What is the second element? -5. Yes, true. What is the third element? False. What is the fourth element? False. What is the next element? True. What is the next element? True. What is the next element? False. Okay, like you had. Yeah. Now, internally, a Boolean array will be created or not? Yes, this is the very important. Most of the people internally, what will happen? This knowledge you should have. Okay, like yeah. Now observe happen. Let me print that Boolean array. Let me print that Boolean array. Yeah. Now an array got created where false, true, false, true, like this one is going to be happen. Any doubt? Yeah, respond. Are you feeling comfortable, right? So here to select all elements which are less than 0, first create Boolean array. First create a Boolean array. Okay, like yes, I created Boolean array. Boolean array is ready. Now, by passing Boolean array, select array elements. By passing this Boolean array, Boolean array, by passing this Boolean array, select array elements. Select array elements. Okay, like now A of Boolean array. A of Boolean array. Okay, like yeah, sir. Wherever true is there, only such type of values it is going to be written. Sir, here -5 true is there, -3 true is there. Okay, like yes. Now observe that. -5, -3, and -1. Okay, this is the thing what we are getting. Clear internally what thing is happening, but instead of doing all these shortcut, instead of doing all these things, there is a shortcut way. A of okay, sir, here my requirement is, so which Boolean area how you are getting? A less than 0, right? A less than 0. Yeah, more easy. More easy. But my intention, why I'm telling this a total story, sir, what is the meaning of A is less than 0? What it's going to do? Like, you should have that internal knowledge. For that, I covered this one, sir. So, A is less than 0. Now, perfect. A is less than 0. Okay, like, yes. Now, to select, all elements which are greater than 10, which are greater than 10, assume that, sir, which are greater than 10. So a of a greater than 10, a of a greater than 10, 20, 40, 75 is the answer we are getting. But one time internally what thing is happening you should aware, but next time onwards we are not required to worry. Directly you can keep your condition. Okay, then immediately you ask, sir, multiple conditions, is it possible? Yes, possible, but we don't know which operators are there in NumPy. If you aware those operators, how to combine two conditions into a single condition, that part we will take care. Next level is, so operators only we require to talk. Okay, there we will get how to implement multiple conditions here. No issue at all. Happily we can do that. But we should aware in NumPy which conditions, which how to combine two conditions into a single condition. What are various operators available? How you can perform arithmetic operators? Like these kind of things we should have clarity. Okay, so is this approach will work for two-dimensional array or not? Okay, let me create one two-dimensional array. Three-dimensional array already there. Have you observed, right? Three-dimensional array already there. 1 minute. Is it always going to return 1D array or not? Yes, definitely it should always going to return 1D array only. Yes, sir, this is my, yeah. Select all elements which are greater than 25, something like I want, which are greater than 20. I want to take 1 minute. First, let me create this array first. Now I created an array. A of A greater than 20. Yeah, 21, 22, 23, 24 is there. Select all the elements which are greater than 20. That's all. But anyway, here if you know the approach, then nothing will be there in the next level. We will talk how to combine, how to build big expressions, big conditions. That part I will take care. So clear for you people how you can access arbitrary number of elements, how you can access elements based on some condition. ND array is the more ready-made to use. Okay, in our normal list data structure, these type of facilities are not there. We require to write big code. Okay, but here only a single line. Have you observed? In the normal list, can you please select elements which are greater than 10? You have to use for loop. You require to use for loop, or you require to use while loop, and then you have to select each element is greater than 20 or not. If it is greater than 20, then select and add to another new list. That much we require to take care. Okay, now I have one small thing, sir. Okay, slicing versus advanced indexing. This point may be helpful in the next level. Please make sure, sir. Please make sure. This point also, there is one small important conclusion I want to talk. So up to this, any doubt how to select arbitrary elements which are not having any order, multiple arbitrary elements which are not having any order, how to select elements based on condition? Okay, clear. Now there is one way is there, sir. In the case of slicing, okay, slice, have you remembered, suppose L is equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 is there, son. Assume that L2 is equal to L colon I'm taking. Now L2 contain L2 contain, yeah, L2 contain cloned copy. Have you remember, right? Is it a separate copy or not? Yeah. Is it a separate copy or not? Yes. Hey, it is a separate copy. If you want, you can print L L1 address and L2 address. L1 address and L2 address. Both the things are different. Print ID of L1, print ID of L2. So L2, both are having different addresses. Yes, is it real? Correct? Have you observed, right? Both are different addresses. It is the cloning. This is the way to create a separate copy. Okay, like so. In the case of normal list, slice operator, slice operator will create a new copy, copy of the object. Correct, right? Is it going to create a new copy of the object? If you observe that this address, okay, is the different, this address is the different. Yeah, so both addresses are different, okay, like yeah. So but in NumPy slicing, we won't get we won't get a different object. So here if I make any changes to L2, is there any change to L1? Is it going to reflect to L1? No, because it's a different copy, right? Now L2 of 0 is equal to 9999 I'm taking, sir. 9999 I'm taking. Now print L1 and L2. Let me print this one. Okay. If I can take like this, it will be reflected only for L2 but not for L1. it will be reflected only for L2, but not for L1, but not for L1. Remember, have a look once. Yeah, L1 content 10, 20, 30, 40 only, but L2 content okay, changed. Correct, right? Yeah. Are you feeling comfortable? Any explanation is required about this one? This is more important point. In the case of normal list, slice operator will create a new copy of that object. So if we perform any changes in one copy, if we perform any changes in one copy, those changes won't be reflected in other. Those changes won't be reflected in other. Correct, right? This is already we covered in detail with explanation. Forget about deep copy, shallow copy, and so on. So we created a new copy of object. Okay. Now my question is, but in numpy slicing, a new copy won't be created. A new copy won't be created. Won't be created, and just we are getting view of the existing end array. Yeah, the people who aware database table and the view concept and the table concept is there. View is a logical entity, but table is the physical entity. For the same physical entity, you can create a number of logical entities. Same. So here in NumPy slicing, we are going to get only view part. That's all. Only view part only. Where is the proof for that? Okay, 1 minute. Now here let me take a1 is equal to, okay, I'm trying to take a1 is equal to np dot array of 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50 comma 60 comma 70. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. Yeah, perfect. A2 is equal to a1 of, so a1 of, sir, 0:4 I'm taking. 0:4 I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell what is A1 content and A2 content? Print A1, print A2. Print A1 and A2 like. Yeah, 1 minute. After this, let me cross check. Yeah, A1 content is this one. A2 content is, A1 content is this one, and the A2 content is, okay, 10, 20, 30, 40. Of course, it is the end array. Don't worry at all, because print I use it, right? That's why it is printing. It is printing in list style, but it is the end array. It is not list. If it is the list, commas will be there. Have you observed? If it is the list, comma will be there. Okay, like now I want to make the change to A1. Okay, A1 of 0 is equal to, sorry, A1 of 0 is equal to, so 7777 I'm taking. Sir, after this, let me print A1 and A2. Yeah, can you please observe that? Let me do this one. A1 of 0, A1. So where I'm performing the change? Where I'm performing the change for A1? Is that change will be reflected for A2 or not? This is my bigger doubt. Okay. Okay. Now observe that. Now have a look once. Have a look once. In the, you are performing the change to A1 content changed, but A2 content also changed. Have you observed? A2 content also changed. So means that this A2 is not physical entity. It is a logical. Just it's going to provide only view. Clear, right? Ah, if we perform any changes, if we perform any changes in the original, okay, array, those changes will be reflected to the slicer copy. Those changes will be reflected to the sliced copy. Feeling comfortable? Okay, like so. Observe, in the case of normal list, what happened? In the case of, okay, NumPy slicing, what happened? Like next, but but in the case of advanced slicing, advanced indexing, but in the case of advanced indexing, a new copy will be created. Okay, a new copy will be created. So basic indexing, basic slicing, normal slicing, and advanced indexing, observe the difference. A new copy will be created. If we perform changes in one copy, those changes will be, those changes will be reflected in other copy. If we perform any changes in the original copy, then those changes sir, won't be reflected. Those changes won't be reflected in other copy. Correct, right? Because a new copy will be created. A new copy will be created. If we perform any changes in one copy, those changes won't be reflected in other. Okay, like where is the proof for that? Yes, simple. Let me create a1 and yeah, a1 array I created, sir. Let me create again a1 array. Let me create, sir. Okay, I created a1 array. Just let me create. Yeah, I created one a1 array. Next, what I'm trying to take is a2 is equal to a2 is equal to a1 of a1 of, okay, 0 index comma 2 index comma 5 index. I want to select the elements. A1 of 0 index, 2 index, and 5 index. I'm going to select. Now, sir, what is A1 A1 content and what is A2 content? Okay, like observe that 10, 30, 60. Now let me make the change. A1 of 0 is equal to 8888. A1 of 0. Sir, now we are performing the change where? Oh, we are performing the change where? In A1 original. Is the change will be reflected for A2 or not? Is the change will be reflected for A2 or not? A1 reflected, A2 reflected or not? No, because a separate copy will be created. Maybe a chance some people may ask, array slice operator I want to use, or otherwise in this style also we can access. Do you have any other difference? Yes, there is a difference is there. Advanced indexing, compulsory a new copy will be created, but in slice operator, new copy won't be created. Just we are getting just a copy. That's all. A new object won't be created, right? Friends, thoda clarity. Aya, this is also one important point. Okay, so differences between, can you please observe that in the case of slicing, the elements should be ordered. So the elements should be ordered, and we can't select arbitrary elements, correct? Okay, but in advanced selection, the elements need not be ordered. Elements need not be ordered, and we can select arbitrary elements. For that purpose only this concept came. Okay, like second one. So condition based selection not possible in normal slicing, but here condition based selection is a possible or not. Condition based selection is a possible. Okay, like we covered. Next, so in slicing, in numpy slicing, we won't get a new object. We won't get a new object. Just we will get a view of the original object. View of the original object. If we perform any changes, if we perform, if we perform any changes, any changes, if we perform any changes to the original copy, to the original copy, those changes will be reflected. Those changes will be reflected to the sliced copy. Okay, but in advanced selection, okay, in advanced selection, but in the case of advanced selection, a new copy will be created. Okay, but in advanced selection, okay, like yeah, a new copy will be created. If we perform any changes in the one copy, then those changes, if we perform any changes in one copy, then those changes won't be reflected in other. A new separate copy. A new separate copy will be created. Yeah, correct, right? Yeah. Any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable? Oh, this much story is there related to advanced indexing. How to access arbitrary elements from 1D array, 2D array, 3D array. Next, how to select the elements based on some condition. Next, slicing versus advanced indexing. Do you have any difference? Okay. Yes. Next, what are various differences are there between slicing and advanced indexing? Yeah, this is the beauty.